What's going on? Sniper is back with another video. This one here is going to be a bit weird because I did actually end up taking another position on the $2,000 account, risking a pretty big portion of the account, but we did end up getting a win on that one. But I actually did end up getting my payment through to FTMO for the $100,000 account. So I'll kind of show you guys what my screen looks like and then what the trade's going to be like for the rest of the week. So because I did actually just start FTMO this week, I did actually start it on Wednesday, and I don't really like to trade towards the end of the week, but I did actually miss some positions that I could have entered in on, so we'll go over the reasons why I missed that. And then what this episode is really just changing and merging from the $2,000 account to doing that $100,000 challenge for the next 2 months, in the hope that we can actually obtain that 100,000 trading account. So without further ado, we'll just head into the trade I took, and then we'll go into the FTMO, and then after that we'll just go over the plans and some trades that I missed. So with that said, I'll see you there. Yo, so if we take a look at the pair that actually made me over $300 and just under 400, so I'll put that on screen right now just on the side. But if we take a look on the Discord here, we can kind of see the screenshots that I had because I do post them on my Discord. So if I head over here into my trades, then I can see that I had entered in here despite seeing that it was in this continuous downtrend, because I was expecting a pullback. As if we do take a look here into this RSI down here, we can see it is actually in that oversold region. So I did kind of just have a feeling at around this point here on the RSI, and here as well on this key level, that it will start to head back towards the upside. So what I did was I entered in, and it did continue dropping down a bit. So we can end up seeing here that it does go into a slight bit of drawdown, but it does just rebound and end up hitting this area here. So I did see that this was this previous support, which would now be the resistance because it is heading in that downtrend. So I knew that this would be kind of a point of structure where I would like to exit out on my trade, and then I did get this sign of rejection, so I ended up closing my position. And as you guys saw on screen previously, it did close me around $383. So that was the actual trade that I took. So now we'll just head over to the trades that I missed, but we'll go into more detail about that in those clips. Okay, so a trade that I missed was this one right here. So I kind of just missed my entry point here as I wasn't really watching the charts, but I also didn't really want to enter back in on this pair, even though it was still a pretty nice time to enter in, because I had just gotten kind of that my FTMO thing sorted. We can see here the 2nd of December, and as you'll see in the next clip, my challenge actually started on this date. So I didn't really just want to get the FTMO account and just jump into a trade straight away. So I'm just going to wait till next week. And if I do see any opportunities, I will end up heading into the markets. But I didn't look to chase profits. But we can actually see here that if I could see with this arrow here that I was in this slight uptrend. And then with the fib from this low to this high, there was this key level in between the 0.5 to 0.6 to enter in here. So that's generally just the whole strategy that I trade. Now if we look here, we can see that if I had entered in right here where I was designed to enter in according to the trade plan, it would have hit this previous structure, and that there could have been a really nice take profit, but simply I just didn't enter in. Now another take profit could be up here, because this is normally what it's like on the fib, but we could also see that there was this point of rejection around here and resistance. So I do think that this point of resistance here would have been quite nice. We can also see that this here would have been about 1.7 risk to reward. So if I was risking 3%, I'll do the math, and then you'll see how much percentage I would have made, and then how much money that would have actually been on that $100,000 account. So we'll head over onto the next trade that I did miss, although it is kind of a live pair right now. And then we'll see next week, we'll see on stream how it closes and stuff like that. But this here was also another possible trade I could have entered in at. Alright, so we're also here on GBP CHF. Now, here if I was to use a fib from this low area, let's just use this one, to this high, we can kind of see that this area, this key level is kind of in between 0.6 to 0.7. So I personally haven't done too much testing on this level, but I was kind of intrigued on what an entry would look like here in between this 0.5 to 0.6. So we can see that I could have entered in after seeing this strong rejection at in between this 0.6 to 0.7 on this key level, but I simply didn't enter in because once again we can see that this was on the 3rd of December, and also because it isn't exactly my trading setup, I didn't really want to enter in on that FTMO challenge on a trading setup that isn't really my forte, like as to say. So we can see right now this trade here would be around 17 pips in profit. It did shoot up to about 50 pips in profit, as I am targeting kind of these highs up here, but hopefully this trade goes up and it kind of just cements that confidence heading into the week. But right now I would have moved my stop loss up to a bit over break even, or even close partial profits at like that 50 pips. So that was really just the other trade I could have entered in on, but then once again it was too close to kind of getting that FTMO account sorted, so kind of just taking a step back and hoping that in the coming few weeks and days that we can start trading on that $100,000 demo, and then hopefully in 2 months we can get access to that $100,000 account. So guys, with that said, we'll just head over to what happened on the FTMO account. So we've gone over the trade that I took for this week on the $2,000 account. So now I'll kind of just go over like the FTMO sort of stuff, what I have to do, and then this is like the account that I will be trading in the next essentially 2 months, the better part of 2 months. So here, if we take a look, we can see this challenge 80, like over 100. I think this is just the 100k account. We can see that the amount for it was 540 euros, and we can see the status is paid. So we'll head over into the client area, and then we'll just go into metrics, and then we can really see what kind of objectives we need. So we can see it started on December 2nd, but I didn't really want to start trading halfway through the week, simply because most of my trades are earlier in the week, and also as it comes towards the end of the week, I don't really like to just enter in on trades towards the end of the week. So that's just my own thing, but let's head over into the trading objectives. Alright, so if we take a look here at these trading objectives, it's pretty simple. So minimum trading days is 10. If I can get to 10,000 in the first month before 10 trading days, then that's great. That just means that I can open up really small lot sizes and just trade them until I hit that 10. So that's really fine. If I do take longer than 10, then that they will also automatically get ticked. We can also see that the maximum daily loss here is 5,000, so that's actually 5%, and normally if you look at my trades, I haven't risked anything more than 1 to 2%. So for me, on the 100k, the maximum amount I would risk is 3%. So this max daily loss will never be reached by my like trading style, so that there will be passed. Now this one here is kind of probably the hardest one for me. So if we take a look here at the max loss minus 10,000, we can just see that this $100,000 account isn't allowed to go below 90,000. So what I'm trying to do is kind of just be a bit patient, try and get my first profits. Once I do get my first profits, then it'll be much easier to just trade knowing I have that little bit of buffer there. So after I do enter into my first trade and hopefully it goes well, or I secure any bits of profit, then I can just continue trying to get better trades, and hopefully essentially reach this $10,000 profit target. And so on the $2,000 account, if we were to go back to this maximum loss, $2,000 account never dropped below $2,000. So hopefully we can do the same thing here, and then yeah, so that's really it. And then on the second month, we have to do the exact same thing, except the maximum the profit target just changes from 10% to 5%. So hopefully we can do this challenge and get the $100,000 account. So I haven't actually taken any trades, but as I do, we'll be able to see kind of the charts and all of this sort of stuff here just kind of fill out as I enter and close some trades. So for the rest of or for the remainder of the weekly recaps that we're going to be seeing on the channel, it is going to be through FTMO, and it is going to be the $100,000 challenge. So with that said, guys, that's going to be it for the weekly recap, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.